Testing, one, two, three. Let's see if I got this working. Who knows? Hi, my name is David Aaron Garcia for Big A That's Best News. This is more of a personal update rather than another news story. Basically, I'm doing an update about myself for once. Seems like I never done any of those on here as far as I know. I think there was maybe a video that mentioned my dad or showed him in it. He sadly passed away on July 2nd of 2007 of cancer. I personally do not know how long I'm going to be here anyways. Obviously, I suffered a stroke earlier this year, well in July or June. I had 3 strokes, 20% heart failure, which is not good, and a heart attack. So yeah, it's piling up. Only thing has approved was the diabetes. The A1C, I believe what it's called, went down to about 7 or 6, so that is dropping. Don't get, of course, don't get that mixed up with your sugar levels that you poke your finger with, or you may have a monitor that tells you how high and low. That you want to keep, of course, a minimum up there, not too high, and also not too low, because that gets low, that's bad. Gets too high, that could be bad too. But your A1C is a little different. That's your main thing they should check every 3 months or so. But where life has taken me, pretty much can't live on my own. I already know that. Stuck with family, so that I know. I know I haven't been able to see my friends for over 4 months. So I wanted to put this video out there so if anything happens to me, at least there'll be something out there. So I want to say hi to Christine, Patricia, Tammy and Daryl, Sherry, the old roommate from the shelter I was in. It's a long story. Oh, there's a pop-up or something. Let's see what that is. Welcome to, yeah, they have to pop these agreements up when you're actually recording. Okay, or live on here. I had to make sure I turned down the Christmas music or ding, copyright infringement notice. This is YouTube. They're very strict on that. It's not like TikTok where you can have copyright music in the background and stuff. So I'll make sure to stay compliant and turn the music completely off. But basically like I said, I lost my dad, I lost my grandma, a couple of grandpas, several friends over the years. It's been a rough life is what it is. Things were kind of looking up in 2018 when I met one girlfriend and we lost communications, and I met another one that I knew as mostly a friend when I was younger from college, and even though we're not dating anymore, she has a boyfriend. I don't know what the others with. She's got someone she's special with too. Perhaps I'm not 100% sure. Not my business. But I do know I talk to them as friends. So I do still consider them friends, which to me is probably more important than a partner in some cases. Because friendship is one thing that's hard to get these days, especially good friends. I guess people could probably get a hint of who I was talking about. Looks like I didn't add in my description on this thing since 2018. Yikes. Did not notice that until today, huh? But it's a rough life. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm gonna live long. I have to wait till they do one more test on me this Wednesday coming up. They gotta stick a probe, I think, up my arm or something, or up my leg, and it's like a thing, and it checks for blood clots. So I'm trying to figure that out and see how that goes, and and hopefully I'll get some good results. so far the last couple ones were pretty much, ugh. I mean, cherry on the cake was a heart attack. Yikes. But I kind of knew there was a heart attack even when they didn't officially announce it when I first had strokes. I kept calling it that. So I was probably onto something. But it's kind of scary to think it took them nearly 4 months to figure that out. Eesh. But I do have good doctors that I'm pretty sure know what they're doing. I can only hope I don't need open heart surgery, but with all those medical issues, it's probably going to be on the table, or should I say on the gurney. Only time will tell, so hopefully I won't need that. I just keep praying, ask for people to pray for me, the ones that believe, and others may have their own beliefs and whatever sage or whatever, like Native American culture. You know me, I was into the news, cover a lot of stuff, plus ancestries from all over the place. That pretty much covers that in the description right on this thing. But I'm just keeping up there right now. I'm staying with family until I get a little better. I'm hoping to get better. I know some stuff approved, like I mentioned, the A1C and diabetes is kind of approved a little better. I just gotta make sure to stay away from stuff that's got too much sugar. I'm not saying don't have a soda there and then, but don't drink 4 or 5 cans every single day. You get the idea. Oh yeah, and stay away from that Jolo that one of my relatives picked. As much as sugar as a 12 ounce of brisk tea soda. Yikes. That's why it's important to read your product descriptions really good so you know what you're getting into. You won't want to be like me finding out that you poked yourself around noon and you're like, whoa, what happened here? But I know I was in a homeless shelter for at least a little year and more, all the way up to around March, I want to say, of this year, and was able to get my own place until I suffered 3 strokes and basically found out a heart attack and, well, 20% heart failure, which where I'm getting the idea that I don't know how long I'm going to live with that. I've heard other friends post it up before that, well, that's, you have an estimate of 5, 6 years, but I haven't heard nothing from these doctors yet. I don't even know if that test they're going to do could tell them that, but it'll tell them if there's blood clots from what I can see, but they could be combining everything or holding everything until they can make a decision. After all, they didn't even tell me I had 3 strokes. Yeah, 3 strokes. I only found out about 2 of them. And interesting, they went off the results that they had from when the incident did first happen, and that was in late July. To get to that, I was over my friends, I just got done talking to my aunt because someone, she downloaded a false link and they hacked into her computer. So they act like it was from Microsoft and it wasn't. I should stress out as of right now, Microsoft did have a incident where they were hacked. I saw it online and that was a couple days ago, so yeah, now I'm going to have to keep an eye on my Microsoft accounts. And for everybody else, I definitely would recommend keeping an eye on yours. Luckily, we don't use our SSI numbers when we use Microsoft stuff, so we should be good. But if depending on what they got, they could get away with card numbers, which is scary enough. Like, real great. Luckily, I'm paying Microsoft, I think, via my Google account, so they don't have my card numbers directly, so I could just cut that off real quick. Thank God. But, ugh, that's just a mess. Pretty sad when a computer company cannot secure their systems good, but what's new? All the cellular networks have had issues all through the year, too. They're seeing so much stuff go down. Yeah, T-Mobile, you can hear it. Boost too's been having issues with just dish wireless, which who knows how long they're going to be around because the merger with DirecTV just bowed out of that. It's kind of fascinating to keep an eye on everything. But it's a rough years, just from the standpoint of the last description I put on this YouTube account. It's obviously not when I have put videos. Videos are older than that, but they had something of my age, which is, well, 39, going to be 39. So that would have been June of 2018. I'm estimating, maybe. When I was with one of the girlfriends. It was an eerie. I just never seen so much stuff go haywire and wrong in life, but it took around I estimate 2019. That's when the stuff started happening. 2018 actually it did. August 2018, I lost one of my uncles. He sadly passed away of a heart attack. Yeah, and symptoms, same thing as I got. So that's scary. And in 2019, I lost another uncle, but one of my friends, girlfriends or friends at the time, her daughter and son-in-law were murdered. April of 2019, the end of it. And then my other uncle, which was my aunt's first husband, he ended up passing away, I think, related to heart issues too, around early June that year. So it's just a mess. And well, everybody knows 2020. We don't need to describe that. Ugh, the pandemic hit, and well, yeah. Not gonna go into too much details on that because definitely will get filtered out on here. Because we already know the policies here. I've been around long enough to see it happen. So COVID hit and lots of people died. I even lost friends from other countries that passed away, including one who was a nurse from Brazil. I remember going to his profile and his friend family announcing he was gone. Sad. Several other people have passed away too. 2021, I started to gain guts and get the first dose, I would say, of the J&J, and yeah, the side effects are basically blood clots and risk of heart attacks. You kind of get where that goes. But that's within the first few months. But these things have not been studied long enough to know the risk of this stuff, and probably paid the price for getting it, but I can't prove it. I always say talk to your doctors when you're getting these things and study it really good so you know what you're getting yourself into. Of course, I don't have any evidence or way to prove that contributed to my health, but it's scary. Diabetes could have helped contribute, but reading in on strokes, diabetes was the last thing they mentioned it could contribute to a stroke and stuff like that. It was like number 7. First, you had like drugs, alcohol, smoking, and stuff listed up there. I figure help contribute to, because my life has been stressful. All that I had mentioned in wrong. That's not even the tip of the iceberg, if I would be honest. It's kind of scary. I know a lot of loved ones are gone. Well, some grandmas too. Over the years, at least mostly about 3 of them or more. A family friend passed away in November 8th of 2017, I think. Cancer. That's what took my dad away, July 2nd, 07, and my best friend Noy, May 16th, 1999. So that's kind of just a sad reality of this world. And it's amazed of all the stuff that happens. And of course, I'm thankful for my aunt and her partner, for letting me stay with them for the time being. Of course, any help is appreciated. I'm thankful for the people from the shelter that helped me while I was there, doing their best to get me back on my feet and encourage me to do the right things and turn bad habits, cut down on the junk food or whatever. Of course, that was hard, because some of the stuff we ate there, well, was better than not starving, but wasn't exactly healthy. Sometimes it was worse than the junk food, which is kind of sad. But I still ate it, some of it. What I knew was going to get me sick, I threw out. When someone's dog ain't going to eat it, that's how you know you don't eat it. So that's, yeah, I pretty much covered that. Even 8 Ball didn't want much on that. But, it's been an interesting life, and hopefully I'll be able to bring another update when I get some results around December 11th. As long as the procedure goes well and I make it through that, which I should. It's just a probe, but there is a slight risk they have to put me asleep. I'm pretty sure knock me out to a degree, because ouch. I'll be honest, probably sounds like it'll hurt worse than the liver test they did on me in 96, which turned out to be negative, no issues there. I had to get rid of that doctor. Sorry, Dr. Already. Yep. Too bad Kiefer wasn't there. He was a good guy. After unlimited labs, they couldn't find no issues. Their lab, I guess, was messed up, but that's something else. Luckily, my liver is alright, despite all of these health problems now. It's actually the heart that has the main issues. Lost one of my kitties after we got from my cousin, and then we returned it to her because I couldn't take it with me to the shelter. Because one of the shelters didn't want me. I didn't want to trap it at the other shelter because it would have been stuck in a small little room. I mean, yeah, probably bigger than this room, I estimate, or the same size, but still, just trapped in a room, can't go outdoors. That's harsh for an animal. So, of course, we returned it to my cousin. After all, she bought it a long time ago. Sally saw and ran it over. But yeah, rest peace for Tornado. But the other dog I had, buddies with one of my other cousins, I think she still got it. Hopefully. Unfortunately, she moved out of the house that we were living in 2019. I didn't witness the incident, but all I know is it involves money. That's one thing this family saw about dough, and that causes 90% of the arguments here. And I will acknowledge that part, but I just keep praying and hope for the best for my health and my stress levels to go down. But for friends and the others, like Christy, hopefully one of these days I'll be able to meet up with you again, and Patricia, you too, and Daryl and Tammy and Sherry and all the others too. And I have a few other friends too that are out there. One of them lived in the same area where I was currently living back in 2019 or so, and I was still working around 2021. But I don't know if they live in the area. I haven't saw them. I suffered a stroke basically, or the whole entire mess, when I was at Christie's place, which was bad. Basically went to, like I was, a self-automated mode, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Of course, you get weak when you suffer because this side of the body froze believe that's the white side of the brain, they call it. White, white blood cells or something, but see the doctor didn't acknowledge it, but there was one in the middle and also one on the right side, which is the red. That would be more of a severe one. But luckily I didn't freeze up on that end, which is a good thing, because that would have probably been deceased in. But the other ones were affected this side, froze everything on that side. Of course, I slid off the recliner. I didn't know what was going on, so I just went like this self-automated mode, which was kind of interesting. You know, saying please be patient, trying to figure out what was wrong with myself and didn't know what was wrong. The favorite audio that came out of my mouth, I swear, I think I said I'm falling and I can't get up. Yeah, something to learn from a little kid when I was a kid, a long time ago. Country kid used to say that. So I just automatically repeated that, I think once or twice. So I guess I knew something was wrong. But I think the scary thing is that when I went to the hospital, they discharged me when I wasn't even set to be discharged. And I got back to the friends to pick up some stuff, and I was standing up, just doing things, and next thing I just, thump. That was the worst. And I remember that I fell, my glasses fell off. I barely missed the kitchen counter, because this friend lives in a studio. Luckily, I didn't land on her poor dogs, because one of them was within feet. I believe it was Rocky Boy. And everything went stiff as far as I could tell. But I don't know. Stiff, I could have tripped or something. Don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it went stiff. After all, my balance wasn't really that good when I got first discharged. And I was back in the same hospital, but luckily they connected me to the right division the second time. And they were able to get me to a heart specialist up in the hospital, and they determined that they called it 2 strokes, but it turned out it was 3. They knew that, but some reason the specialist I'm working with didn't acknowledge that it was 3 until 4 months later. It's kind of scary. They do want to put a defibrillator in me, I know that. So that would require some small surgery, I guess, because they just open you up on the top somewhere and they slide it in, hook it up to your heart. At least as far as I know. I'm pretty sure people on here probably know how that works better. They might have one. Obviously, I can't ask the one uncle. He had gotten one, the one that passed away in 2019, but gone. But he did live for, I estimate, 15, 20 years after the fact. But he changed a lot. I have to give him credit. Wasn't the perfect person, obviously, in the beginning, but he changed a lot. He started believing in God and went the right direction. Turned that whole 360. I have to give him credit and respect for that. He became a great person. He was an okay person, good person too, priorly, but there was no issues, which I'm not going to go into detail in here. It's a family court. Yes. But, things happen. Of course, I lost my dad in 2007 to cancer, and that's sad. I just been thinking and praying. I remember having one dream where it looked like I was at a house with a few people, and then they took me to this main location where I was meeting up to other people. It's like a table in there. It almost looked like a meeting hall, but it almost resembles like an airport. I couldn't tell you. There was like a concession stand. I can't even pronounce it correctly, because they had nothing but candy bars and junk food for sale out there. I seen people buying them. At one point, something had called me up there, but there was a door that led to, like, I don't know, like maybe it was a doctor's office or a meeting area, another meeting area. I feel like just my time is almost up. So I wanted to put this up just in case I'm gone. I tell everybody I love them, and of course I love my brothers and sisters too. You have a lot of them out there, including that one sister that got mad at me because I didn't respond to her friend request while I was working still back in 2021. And then I have possibly other siblings too out there. I've never seen them when my dad dropped me off at my mother's and she was with some other man. There was one other one, I think it was a boy or a girl. It could be that one that just banned me. But she's somewhere in Texas too, I think. There's other family members in the same area too. But I do have communications with one of I call it the oldest sister. So I'm gonna say I love them and God bless them too. Andrea, Lizzie / Selena, I think. Samantha, Nancy. There's a stepsister, I think. Andy or something out there. I just say Andy. I don't even use the term step. That's something I have it on my aunt because, well, at least from this side of my dad's, they tend to treat people different if they're not full or whatever. I should know. Experiences the living way. But under my dad, we never had to use the terminology like that. I wasn't raised by him to say those kind of things. I just try to treat everyone as equal as possible, even though I was never an angel. But we're all only human. We make our errors in life and we try to make the best of it. I have several cousins too that are out there. Lots of them from my dad's side, my mother's side, and all sides. I'm pretty sure they're doing good. Unfortunately, I don't have much to do with the cousins, at least most of them. There's some I still talk to, I have to admit. At least from, actually two of them I talked, three technically I talked to. One from the aunt side, and there's another one from, two of them from around the mother's side. And there's also a couple of them from this side that I don't have communications with, two from my mother's side. Of course, I don't have no communications with. Maybe because I used to post a lot of LGBTQ stuff, and they were heavily religious. I don't want to get too political, obviously. But usually, if LGBTQ stuff, then you got your, let's be honest, Trump supporters. I don't have nothing against him. I voted in 2016 for him. I voted for Barack Obama twice. So that would have been, what, 2008, 2012. I'm not going to lie on that front. I didn't vote in 2020. I won't lie there because I wasn't able to vote because the ballot got lost. After my wallet got lost, stolen, a month or so around after that incident, I went looking around trying to find a social security card in my room, and I ended up finding the ballot too buried under the bottom of a dresser. Way underneath the bottom part of it, slid out to the top and landed underneath. And that's funny. That would have been, of course, before the riots and try to take back the Capitol incident on that year. But yeah, it's something different. I'm not going to go into that. People already know that mess. Several officers ended up getting injured and killed. And if I'm correct, I think a lady got shot and killed too in that mess. But yeah, that's a whole disaster. Man, we never thought politics would get that bad in this country. Yeah. Wow. Someone told me it would be like this back in '98. I would have like, no way. That'd be old. And that's both sides of the aisle, not just one. But the fact, as you can see, I voted for everything. Hey, if you think Pinocchio lies a lot, nah. Just look on the ballot. Their noses are a lot more bigger, but thanks to Photoshop, they're small. But it's a massive world. Just a lot of things I have to think about in life. I'm gonna miss it if I do pass away. I'm gonna miss. I was hoping to see my brother at one point this year. That was one of my goals. It hurt when I was going to a scheduled appointment to therapy. My aunt took me to Visalia because that's where he's at. And of course, we were just going to therapy. I mentioned some of it to the therapist, but I could tell the look on my aunt's face. She didn't want to hear it because she probably thinks I was trying to make my dad look bad. So I get where that's going. So even the therapist said, you don't want to open that can of worms. So that pretty much cites something I didn't know, even though the last information I got about him came from my aunt. So that's kind of weird. So they give you the information and they turn around and don't want you to, guess, find them. I don't understand some of this stuff myself. But I have to figure out. That would be under the Paul Anthony Garcia, so I need to just play one of the audio tapes, or if I have a video I made, I'll have to make sure that I remove any of the music that's in it, because YouTube will pretty much ban you, threaten to remove your channel. They did that to poor Clay. He's a techno guy. He still does regular videos, but he don't do live ones on here no more. I think he's on Twitch or something, because he got in trouble for something not exactly bright, but I guess he supposedly did his beard a little bit on. And they got mad about that, and they threatened to remove him. They sent him a violation, and he didn't want to get his other channel removed, so he decided to do his live ones on the other platform. They're very strict on the copyrights here. That's why I turned down that Christmas music. Just hope that wrestling that my aunt's man's got playing in the room ain't coming up on here, because I know I'll get a ding for that. Come on, Comcast, Peacock, show some mercy. But yeah, seriously, that's the world we live in. Yeah, let's see. Just thinking about everything in life, where I'm going to be, if I'll meet someone else, a partner, or if I get back together with one of the other people I knew, perhaps. I know one, she's been staying with some man. She's dating him, even when she was with me. I don't know if I go into details about that, but I still care for her. Kind of hurt, and she removed me off of the Facebook, though, and blocked me for a while. Especially after they find out, yeah, a heart attack, I was at her place when it happened, so it's not like she didn't know. Sometimes it tells you your real friends will bite you right back, too. Even worse than what happened to you. Who needs enemies when you got friends, right? But I assume this person will change too. I give everybody a chance because I know there's good inside everyone. That's why I just ask for forgiveness for anything I've done wrong, and of course forgive others for everything they have done wrong, or just generally pray every night. Which, people that we believe in praying, no matter who we are, straight, gay, trans, black, white, Native American, Indian, Punjabi, it don't matter. That's again, wherever you are, just pray, believe in something. I know the history and what the settlers done wasn't right. It's not. They stole land from me, even found me over oil in the 1900s, I heard. So that's pretty much covers that. But that's a whole different documentary. Boy, some of the history is like unbelievable. It's almost, let's see, yeah, I got a stream I need to watch on YouTube. There's another one, someone's going on live too, of course, right around 2:33, I think, squawk dog time. So of course I'll be back on here doing more updates about my health, and hopefully I'll be back here. want to tell family and friends, God bless you. And I love everybody. May everybody have a wonderful Black Friday and holidays, Christmas and everything that's coming up. And of course, hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving or Native American Day, or whatever you want to call it. Just a nice gathering with your family, perhaps some food to eat together, and just we're back on the positive memories of life and even the struggles. You know, I know this ain't your usual news update, but I did cover a few news stories in here inadvertently, but most of it was personal stuff. Keep safe and God bless everyone. And I'll be back here some point on your life. Thank you. God bless. Okay, let's see what we got going. I don't know if we got to reapply on here. Let's see. The start pose. Obviously, I'm new to this live part. I should have logged this on my other phone. I could have replied easier. Next time, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you guys for joining me. God bless everybody for viewing too. Thank you.